guys, I'm Sync.
And I'm Echo.
And we are back once again playing Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. In the last episode, well, it doesn't show, but Edgeworth took the giant stuffed bear with him.
We shouldn't be here right now. We need to X that out.
I think technically he took like he took the evidence of the bear, not the bear itself. But
it just said
it's
bear
funnier.
snatched out of the room.
Yeah, it did say snatched out of the room. You're right. You're absolutely right. So, in this episode, we're going to continue investigating for the trial tomorrow.
It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya.
These things take time. I'd say probably not.
I say so too. I'm sorry, Pearl.
The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win the not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay.
I think it's better if just the police find her and not just win the not guilty verdict.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it does sound like Matt Corda hired this assassin to kill Juan Corda. No, Matt Ungard hired an assassin. Oh, wow. I'm mixing everything up. Mixed everything up. Matt Ungard hired an assassin to kill Juan Corda. So, it was technically Matt who was the murderer, I guess. Everything is confusing when there is an assassin.
Yeah.
If there's a third party. But yes, he's technically the one who wants him dead. You're right.
All right.
Wait, I can talk to you about this stuff? I have to.
So, the real person who killed Mr. Corda was...
That assassin, Mr. Shelley the killer, right?
And the card Miss Andrews found to be at the crime scene, at the crime scene, seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes into mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who was his client?
You mean, who asked for the murder?
That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever is the client is, they're still a killer.
Who else could have hired an assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews? No.
I wonder.
No.
But if she was the client, then why go through all the efforts to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
Oh my gosh, Phoenix.
Exactly, she wouldn't.
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be.
Matt Ungard himself?
If Mr. Ungard really did hire the assassin,
then he's not innocent at all. Far from it. He would be guilty of the crime.
But it can't be Mr. Ungard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him.
Mr. Ungard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corda? Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corda, okay? I didn't see any psyche locks at the time. Actually, that reminds me.
Did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at trial today. She said something interesting.
So what is this interesting thing? Oh yeah, Pearl doesn't know.
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls?
It was Mia who heard it.
Yeah.
Juan had bet everything on jamming Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. It looked like somehow Juan got his hands on a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Mr. Ungard's secret. Well, what is the secret?
I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corda was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. On Guard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corda silenced. Which means we have to meet with On Guard. There's no way around it.
Back to the detention center. Oh, nope, there's something in the hallway. Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still a matter of the secret Mr. Corda held about Mr. On Guard. And Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are 2 things I must know tonight.
But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center?
I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry.
Is Will here? Oh, it's just old bag. Damn it.
Hey, wait!
No, Phoenix. We let her run away so we could just sneak off. What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is nothing has anything that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed a strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. Gumshoe?
That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made.
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgy Poo, so...
Edgeworth.
And he said...
If you feel angry, direct all your anger to that unsophisticated lawyer.
So I'm gonna feel free to direct all my anger towards you.
Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are.
Talk to me about this transceiver. This is absolutely top secret, so you better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the prisons.
Very interesting.
I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor Hans in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around, my dear Juan.
Oh, you mean the thing about Miss Andrews. But I'm sure she had some reason to getting close to Mr. Corda.
I'll let you in on another secret, young. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious puffy-haired photographer girl, the nerve for some people. I don't think it was her. For one thing, if it's imported, I'm pretty sure she does not have the money for that.
Yeah.
And second, she wouldn't be snooping around the front of the door trying to get a photo if it was. Spying on people by herself, as if I would want to see it for myself too.
Wow. The alien actually admitted to her true intentions for a change.
I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet it that is nothing good.
But I didn't say anything.
Okay, talk to me about Han and Adrian. So you want to know about Han and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two.
Oh?
I tell you, Han really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know? That manager Han had. It's a shame she killed herself, though.
Oh, you're talking about Celeste Impacts, Miss Andrews' mentor, right?
Yes, that's the one. That Aunt Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know?
But married? You mean to Mr. Corda?
Really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement.
3 days after the marriage announcement? What in the...
Why would Miss Impact want to kill herself? She was going to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan.
What?
But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? Oh no. They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage.
Is that true?
It was in the weekly magazines. But why? Why would he do that? That was not in the magazine, unfortunately.
I see.
That night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself.
How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two. Well... Okay. Bye.
Criminal Affairs Department.
Will?
On that night, there must have been a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby are finally calmed down.
It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it does. I wonder if something's happened. You're Mr. Unguard's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, I finally just found the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for Matt Unguard's case? We're not taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it over to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now?
Who is it, this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick?
Between the kidnapper's demands and how now this, I can't see any other way to win here. Oh, yeah. Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over in the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission. So, there you go.
Huh?
I've already called them, so they know. Go on and talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much.
This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Go and talk to your heart's content. Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. Let's go talk to our people.
Let's go to the detention center. Okay.
I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Ungard and Miss Andrews are in the detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear?
Let's talk to Adrian Andrews first, because I don't want to talk to Matt Ungard first. Let's do this. And also interesting, we get a choice. Oh, it's you.
I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour. But there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you right tonight.
Me. I thought your client was Matt.
I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about this secret Mr. Corda had on guard.
Okay, so Matt on guard.
I'd like to ask you about Matt on guard, if you don't mind.
Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean.
You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. On Guard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival?
That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing.
About Celeste's impacts.
I had finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it all come back to the surface. It's all come back to the surface.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Han was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and to burn it.
You wanted to burn it? But why?
I didn't want it to spread like another piece of gossip. But I never held any malicious intent toward Juan. I would never do something so stupid.
The suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why didn't you try and frame Matt on guard?
That's simple. Because he's the killer. That's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? Yes, to inform. Not to, like, try to cause all this, like, tempering shit. But there has to be another way.
The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right?
No. After all, we have, figured out the murder for, all our cases. Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Miss Andrews.
Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why you did it.
Revenge. Huh? Did you say something just now? Okay.
A psych lock. Huh.
Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. But...
I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say, revenge.
Okay, let's see. Just gonna see if we have anything for this. Thank goodness, because we also have to fill up on this. Why frame him?
Can you please tell me why you framed Matt on guard for murder?
I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer.
No, that's not it. I know you had personal reason to dislike Matt on guard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge.
So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for.
Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on another person. Is there something or someone in her past that would make her want to take revenge?
That would be Celeste's impact. Something or someone in her past that would make her want to take revenge. Yeah, they were close. Oh, it's updated. Was fiance.
Yeah.
I get the feeling we met before. I think this is it. I'm also assuming we have to break the psych lock on Matt too. So if I get this wrong, I can still refill more.
You will be doing both Matt and Adrian Andrews, yes.
Okay. We don't have any connection between Celeste and Matt, but Celeste's impact would be the reason why she would take revenge. Celeste.
There's only one catalyst that could cause such a strong feelings, and then even revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide.
What are you trying to say? Celeste was home manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also pawn. What does that all have to do with Matt?
You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. On Guard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impact's and her suicide.
Can you explain to me this relationship between Celeste and Matt? Oh, well, this is something we don't have.
Nope. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather more clues before I try again.
Okay.
Alright, so to talk to Matt, you will have to move and come back.
Okay. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting this, but okay. It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here.
Well, he's out with that camera asking around all the electronic stores.
Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner.
Looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe is doing for us.
I don't think we have food here. Mr. Nick?
Yes?
Where's this lettuce?
I don't think we've ever bought lettuce before.
I guess I have to give up on making a salad then.
Guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem.
The lack of food here is kind of a problem. What? Phoenix, do you live here?
Alright, back to Detention Center. Now then, whose story style do I want to hear?
You just gotta talk to Matt.
Dude, it's Mr. Wright! I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me and said that Juan Corda was killed by an assassin, and that assassin's client is this man, Matt Ungard. What's wrong? Mr. Ungard. There's something I must know with 100% certainty. You sound kind of different. You're like totally not like yourself, usual lawyer dude self.
Alright, let's talk. Your secret.
What about the press conference? You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little bit more from Miss Andrews.
It looks like somehow Han had his. Okay, I'm just. Okay,
Yeah.
brass back. No.
Could you please fill me in on more what the secret is, please?
There it is. Them psych locks. Oh, there's 5.
5. I knew this was coming.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
The psyche lock. You said it's a secret, right? But like, you don't have any idea of what it is, do you, dude?
Let's try Han and Adrian first.
Did you know about Miss Corda and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it was all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, man, how many times do I have to tell you? I didn't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corda. Her mentor, Miss Corda, Corda's manager. And Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog your memories? Dude, I suddenly got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat.
Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it a kind of pea, like green peas? Peas?
Let's eat one later, okay?
Tonight is totally a pizza night.
I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Mr. Ungard, are you connected to Celeste Impact's suicide in some way? Alright, let's head back to the detention center.
Oh.
Because we definitely do not have enough for his secret.
Well, yeah, but I was gonna just check it out first.
Sure. Matt's secret. Now, let's hear what the secret of yours is. What if Miss Corda had been successful in her plan? What would she have disclosed? He. I told you before, dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about that Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of my nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corda, especially on that night.
Okay, nope.
Yep, not the time. Oh.
Storm was German Ninja. Okay. So go back and back in.
To criminal affairs.
Oh, criminal affairs.
March 22nd. Still nighttime.
Still 9.
Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Mr. Powers!
Oh no! What happened? Why are you here?
You see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
And now I'm gonna testify in tomorrow's trial.
What?
So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers?
Wait, what did you see? You were with us the entire time!
I was talking with the detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here. Oh. They said my face and my whole self in general looked suspicious or something.
Oh no! That's so sad! Police shouldn't freaking do that.
Well, I guess I can see how they thought they looked suspicious.
No, I don't! Phoenix, you are rude!
I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime?
No. No. The police just are shit.
Alright, so, yet again, Will Powers is roped into a Steel Samurai case. We'll talk to him in the next episode. See you guys then.
Bye.